Hello, my High Priestess Key family. I am back in the house for the one, the two, and the three. You guys know that is for the knowledge, that is for the wisdom and the understanding of what we need to know in reference of the planetary alignment, the spiritual astrology, as well as the true sidereal and the verdict energy that I definitely resonate with. And I hope that I can convey that information to you as best as possible with the energy of this moon phase. So this is the gibbous waxing moon phase reading. Okay. And that's what we're currently in reference of moon phases, family. Is very important. Okay. I was about to say prominent, but important that master and understand the moon phases. Okay. Right now in the true sidereal, we're in Aries sun energy and we're in Virgo moon. I am a Virgo moon, okay, in the true sidereal as well. So this time I am definitely trying to bring that energy to the forefront for anyone that is around me or whatever I'm trying to do in reference of manifesting things, getting organized, bringing everything into alignment, okay, getting grounded, right, meditations, all of those things go that good old Virgo energy in reference to the moon. So let's see what the ancestors want us to know in reference to the message. This is not going to be long because I'm just wanting the energy around the gibbous waxing phase. So that's what we're asking the ancestors. I am using my ancestor cards. Sorry, you can't really see them. Here they are. Spiritual astrology, numerology, and the planetary alignment within my oracle deck. This is not a tarot deck. All right. All right. So let's get to it. All right. Message ancestors of. Okay, so we got two cards that flew out already. I'm going to take those because the ancestors knew what I was talking about. So I just need a few more ancestors in reference to what else you want us to know around this moon phase of the gibbous moon, Aries sun still, and the Virgo moon that we're dealing with at this time. What is the energy? What is the energy around this gibbous waxing? What is it that we need to know for clarification, confirmation, and any type of inspiration for the collective ancestors at this time? And the answers have been having me pick. Oh my God. Wow. All right, so that was what the ancestors wanted me to do, draw from the inside of the deck and not pull anything off the top. But what we have is the number 3 first. We have that 9 energy and we have bad negative energy floating around, okay? So this is what the gibbous waxing is bringing now. As we all know, and I have told you guys in many of my readings um, doing moon phase readings, right? What the gibbous waxing is moon is always about. It's the phase of the moon that occurs after the first quarter before the full moon, because we do have a full moon that is in Libra in the true sidereal in the verdict on May the 12th, which is in a few days. All right. Which this gibbous waxing is what's actually illuminating the area, so increasing between 50 to 99%. It appears more than half illuminated, but not yet fully bright. And right now we're at 91%. All right, with the moon energy, but this phase lasts 7 days and is categorized as the moon setting at the midnight. Okay, the word waxing refers to the increase, the illumination. So we're seeing a lot of illuminated negative things right now that are bringing things to the forefront after this first quarter, which is decisions that were made, which is about things that are going into the full moon, but also leading up to the full moon is some negative chaos, is some dark energy, could be karmic situations. With the number 3, that's interventions, that's Venus energy, that's interruptions, and it could be even in reference of legal energy. Okay, that's Virgo energy. That 9 is Ceres energy, which goes back to many things that are showing us that, you know, overall, this message is showing that this is going to be a short period of time that we're going to see this aspect of things, because this goes back to our living conditions, which 3 and 9 comes back down to 12, which is Europa. All right. So this energy is that some of us could have some negative situations that may be occurring in your life at this time. And it could be negative. It could be feeling like dark energy. It could be feeling karmic. It could be, you could be feeling like somebody is doing a hex or a spell on you. We could see a lot of death, a lot of violence, a lot of, you know, unalivings and things like that. But this is all based off of the planetary alignment in reference of these interruptions. Okay. That 9 that's here in reference of series, that gives off a lot of energy around many things that have to do also with the legal. So court situations, any judicial situations, you know, we'll see an interruption, maybe even in the banking systems, the legal systems. We may see some things go on in reference of, you know, negative emotional responses to situations for some people. We may see a lot of things that, you know, it's a reconditioning that's happening. So it's a transition that we're going through, because we're trying to get away from this negative energy, or we're moving through this negative energy. And the way that it lies in the spread of what we have for this gibbous waxing shows exactly how the gibbous waxing energy is telling us about, right? Because the gibbous waxing is before the full moon, which is the release, the reassessment, the reevaluation. And the waxing of it is illuminating it so we can take action, right? Because once you have something negative and you have pain and you have suffering, you're going to want to come out of that, right? And that's why the ancestors is giving us the overall message as it being for a short period of time with the love joy energy that's here, right? Rim 39. So we definitely are feeling major things, major hiccups, even in relationships that are coming to an end, or maybe having some type of interruption in some way. I'm looking at my Virgos. I'm looking at my Scorpios that are having this energy very strongly right now around the gibbous wax. And you may be very, very triggered, right, by negative energy, demonic energy, dark things, you know, karmic things, right? And the ancestors is showing it's true, right? So we broke that down, and we looked at that last, we only took 3 cards in reference of the message. But since that is such a message about the gibbous waxing and what we're going through at this time, we know when we get to that full moon, we're out of the gibbous waxing phase. So this phase right here that we're going through is for a short period of time. It's for 7 days, like I told you, right? And let's get some energy in reference of what's to come, right? What's to come after this negative energy that's here for this gibbous waxing. So this is also to tell you guys to be safe, be careful, okay? Because extreme negative energy is floating amongst the collective, okay? Which we've been getting that a lot, right? But right now it's to the maximum, all right? Even legal situations. So don't try to do anything, you know, that could get you in any legal trouble. If you're in some type of legal situation, you want to work on getting out of that as soon as possible, right? There's an intervention showing here that you could be successful with around this negative energy. That's the other side of it. That's the duality of it. If you're doing the positive, if you're doing the good, if you're trying to, you know, work towards your higher self, this is a message of an intervention of success as well in a short period of time with this negative energy on the end. Okay, so you're getting away from that. But let's get the, because I gave you the positive and the negative. Let's get the outcome advice of this message here for the gibbous wax. And what is the outcome and the advice for the collective based off of this gibbous wax and illuminating message, ancestors? What's the advice, please, in reference of this message that's here for the collective? What's the advice? Ashe. Yeah, so the ancestors is definitely saying this is a choice in reference of, you know, us, yeah, making a way out of this, okay, right now. And you can do it. It's all based off of you with the Callisto energy being here. We have Titania that came out, and we also have Mars, okay? Mars is in Cancer in the true sidereal. Titania is definitely the energy of health and wealth, and utilizing your spiritual gifts and things of that sort. But also, it is a realm that lets us know about the fallen ones from God's grace. So if you've been doing some negative things, you could be put in the lion's gate. You could be put in the lion's den. All right. So the ancestors is definitely conveying to us what it is that we need to know at this time. Also, a lot of you may be having some situations where you're dealing with, maybe taking some type of medication or even emotional things around your earthly possessions. Okay. That could be money, secrets dealing with this moon cycle as well that is coming through. But remember, with it being in the true sidereal in Libra, Libra is also about justice, right? We know that it's about that Mayati energy. And I just told you about some type of legal situation. So the advice on this is to rectify any situations emotionally that you're attached to any earthly things, and be careful, because right now is the time, in reference of being reason why I brought up medicine and drugs. This is a potent time of getting addicted to some type of drug or some type of medicine, okay, that can bring this havoc into your life. And then that love joy energy can make your demise be very short, like bring it on quickly. So you want to be very careful. But the overall energy is, the ancestors, the advice is, know and recognize that you're emotional over earthly things. Disconnect yourself from those things. This is being illuminated at this time to show you maybe earthly things is why you're not happy, why you're feeling some type of way. And the ancestors said this is about you taking action and preparing yourself, and getting yourself ready for the next journey, the next step that it is for you to take. That's why the full moon is coming in, for you to embrace your pain, but also reprogram your brain. All right. So that is the overall message. And especially with this Mars that's coming out, and the Mars is actually in Cancer right now in the true sidereal in the verdict. And with that being said, Mars is very aggressive sign, that can put that pressure on you in reference of the things that may not be working out, or even things that can trigger you. So you can be very emotional right now. And the ancestors is saying it's about you doing your work. Work on your shadow self to balance it with your higher self, because it's all about you and being able to come through the Lionsgate portal. All right. Much love to you. This is High Priestess Key 333 with your Gibbous waxing moon energy reading. Peace, family. Hit the like button. Peace.